Hey guys, welcome back to Florida eBay Hunter. My name's Steve and I'm a part-time reseller. And we're going to start a new series. I'm doing a new series. It's called This Knucklehead right here. This Knucklehead's Guide to, and whatever we're doing. So David, we're going to do This Knucklehead's Guide to how to scan and figure out if you want to buy an item or not. So, alright guys, let's go. Alright guys, let's start with the tutorial. This is how to scan and decide if you want to buy the item or not. First thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need an eBay app. You can get that from the App Store on the iPhones. Android, I assume they have the same kind of thing as Store and everything. But anyway, going to get you an eBay app. Going to go in, and then you got multiple things down here you can do. You got your home page. You got My eBay, which tell you your messages and stuff. Search. Notifications. This tells you when you sold something. You have a question, stuff like that. You can do buying, selling, whatever. And then this will tell you what you've sold and what needs to be shipped and stuff like that. All right, in this case, we're going to go to search. And hopefully you can see this. I turned the brightness down, so hopefully this is a lot better. You can see it. But if you look on here, you could see an item. All right, my first item is a card. These are Empire Strikes Back cards. I bought 656 of them. And what I would look up, in this case, there's no barcode, so you can't look up a barcode. But I would look up Empire Strikes Back trading cards. And you could do that, or you could do this right here, which is two of them. There's a barcode down here, and then there's an image. And that is from the search line, and there'll be a little camera. So if you go to image, you could take a picture of it, and then it will find cards. And in this case, it found it. Empire Strikes Back trading card, 1980s tops. I would probably put in Empire Strikes Back trading card. I wouldn't probably get too detailed because you don't want to limit yourself too low, but then you also don't want to have it. You don't want to have it so vague that there's thousands of them, and then you won't want to limit yourself down to like so distinct that there's only 4 or 5, because it doesn't really give you a good idea what there is out there. So anyway, as you notice, here's one for $1 to $8, and so these are kind of the cards you want. If you notice on these, there's blue ones, red ones, yellow ones. So this one will kind of be a little bit. The numbers will be skewed a little bit, but in this situation, I would look, and then I would hit filter, which shows there's 8,400 active ones selling right now. And then I would go to filter. If you saw that, I went to filter is what I did. And that told me how many are active. And then I would go to sold down at the bottom. I hit sold items. Go back up, you'll see condition. Ours are not new, they're used. And if you notice, there's 2,373 that have sold in the last 90 days. So you had, what, 8,500 that are selling and 2,300 that are active. 2,373 have sold. So that means a good fourth of them have sold every 90 days. So if you bought this card, chances are you probably will sell it if your prices are good in the next year. So that's kind of how you look at everything. Now, if you're a person that wants to go through their inventory every 30 days, which everybody does, but if you're that kind of seller, which I've got to turn my inventory over every 30 days, then you want to get an item that has, you want to really cherry pick and find items that maybe only have 1,000 listed, but they're selling 2,000 or 3,000 a month. So that means they're selling more than that's being listed. In that case, you list something, it's probably going to sell within a week or a couple days. Here's one with a barcode. So you'll go to search, flip this one over, hit the little camera. You were on image. You could look it up with the image if you want. You could do this. You could do real quick, take a picture, and it'll pull them all in, give you an idea what their active are. Or you could do it this way, which I like a little bit better. I feel like it's more accurate. I'll switch to barcode. It'll grab it. And then that tells me the ones that are active. I go to filter. 22 are active right now. Then I go to sold. Sold. There it is. And there are 6 that sold. So about 1/4 are selling right now, and they're selling between 9. That one's probably 7 for shipping. Let's say 7. That's an Australia one. 7 for listings. 8. 7, 8. So I'd say $8, $9 be what I'd list this for. And I paid $1 for it, so not a bad return on money. And they sell pretty quick. You're selling about 1/4 every 90 days. So chances are you will sell this within a year. So be done with it. Here's hats. You could do, like I said, 2 ways. There is no barcode, so you could take a picture of the hats like that. And then look for a Florida one. And there's Florida one. And it was a little bit different. But get an idea, $12.99 for that one. Here's one. That one's pretty close. That one's $17.99. So I would go over there and I would go, okay, here's some hats. And if you wanted to, you could go Florida camo hat, you know, to make it more accurate. And in this case, there's 7 million hats selling. And if you go over to sold. Oh, we took a picture. See, earlier, did we? Yeah, when you do the picture ones, it doesn't find them as best. So anyway, on this one, I might go Florida camo hat and hit the button, and it would give you an idea of the camo hats. Then you could go filter. You got 697 that have been active, and looks like we have about 77. So what did I say there was earlier? 177 have sold. And what did I say before? I missed it. And we got 666. Cool. So anyway, there's a lot more for sale than there are selling. So these are probably going to be slow sellers. But they are selling. So if you don't mind setting them on for a year, pick these up for $1, $2, $3 tops, I'd say. You know, and you sell them for 17, 18 bucks, and they set for 6 months, but they make $10 profit. Then yeah, and they don't take a lot of room. You can stack them all up and everything. All right, last thing real quick, and then we'll be done. Empire Strikes Back. This one, you don't have any barcodes or anything. 1980s, I would put, in this one I'd use the thing, 1980, Empire, getting tired, guys, sorry. Strikes Back. Did I misspell that? I just butchered that, didn't I? All right. Strikes Back, let's just punch it in that way. And let's put plastic lunchbox. And it'll pull them in, and there's one for 20, 15, 14. These are all active. So I'll go to filters, 23 active. Check the solds on it. See what we got for used. And it looks like we had 23 and 11. So roughly what? Roughly about half are selling every 90 days, so I would definitely buy this. I picked this up for $5. It looks like they're selling for $15. I don't have the thermos, so, and that one's in better shape. Mine's in a little bit rough shape. 50. Let's say 15 on that one, and we don't know what it sold for. That was a low ball 5. I don't count bids because they're usually off. This one was 60, probably went for 50 or 55. 22, so I would probably list mine between 25 and 30. And 11 are selling out of 23 every 90 days, so definitely a good buy. So anyway, that's how you do it. That's how you scan. That's how you get your sell-through rates, and that should make it easier. And then you kind of go, am I buying junk or am I buying stuff that people need? You want to buy things that people are wanting and they're needing, and you will sell them and you will make money and you will be happy with your eBay business. All right, guys, thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing and everything. I got some new subscribers. And if you feel like watching more, hit like and subscribe. I'm going to do more tutorials and kind of teach everything about the business. So, all right, thanks, guys. See you next round.